All right. So I just wanted to do some controlled work with Portia. What's your number currently set to?
20.
20? Go ahead and go down to 12. And then we're gonna do the socialization stuff. I'm gonna talk and everything. We'll start with, this is more so for Portia, but we're using Mimi just to benefit Mimi for the owner. But we'll start with like the walking around and stuff, and then we're gonna do controlled introductions. Just be mindful with Mimi because Mimi goes after both humans and dogs. But the human thing is when she's with the owner, she resource guards the owner. So if you get next to the owner, that's where she becomes defensive. So I don't think you're gonna see anything when you're handling her, but just a heads up, because she has directed towards humans before. Make sense? Her, it's just dogs. And I did this with Brenda. She didn't do anything, but I just want to get another kind of session in. And then I'll talk to you guys too about why we do it this way for dogs that are reactive outside. Like if they're not making progress, then we'll do it this way, okay? So go ahead and we'll put Portia in the middle and you'll start walking around with Mimi, Corey. Hey. Good. Shorten your leash a little bit more, Alex. There you go. Good. Bring Mimi on the inside. So here we're increasing the social pressure to see where Portia may feel uncomfortable. Can you see she's stressed? A lot of panting. Yep, good. Little agitation from Portia. She lets it go. Mouth panting. Get a little bit of tension there. Good. Let's go and swap roles. I'll have you walk around, Alex. So here what we're doing is we're just slowly closing the gap between the dogs, increasing the social tension. So the closer the dog is, the more uncomfortable the dog in the middle is, theoretically. Both these dogs are reactive. There's a little lip lick just now from Mimi because she's unsure. She doesn't know how she feels about this. If you look at her face, she looks concerned. That's normal. She lays down. That's good. Laying down is she's more relaxed, but still concerned. Good. Alex is closing in with Portia on the inside. So before we started with the dog on the outside. Good. Good. One more, coming in a little bit closer. Just watch the dogs. Good. Now what you're gonna do, Alex, is you're gonna come this way and you're gonna approach Corey head on, okay? Right there. Good, hold. Good. Did you see where Portia kind of pivoted to your outside? Any idea why?
She was uncomfortable. She wanted to get away.
Yeah, but she went to the front, right? Whereas most dogs typically go to the back. But yeah, that's it. That's most likely why, if it was due to discomfort. Otherwise, she might have just overshot and got a little bit nervy. So this is all good. So what we're gonna do now is, and we can see some shaking from Mimi here. What we're gonna do now is we will start with Portia sniffing Mimi, and then we'll see how that goes, and then we'll reverse it. Just heads up, she's very dramatic. I think you corrected her earlier, right, Mimi? Was it for place? What was your number? 12? Yeah, okay. So go ahead and pull away with Portia. Good. So right now with Alex approaching Portia directly, it's putting on direct confrontational pressure to see if any of the dogs react. Neither did, so that's good. And then you're gonna walk away, Corey. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna, yeah, prop up Mimi. Just be mindful. Good. 1 second. Pivot around, Corey, so that Mimi's facing towards the camera. Yeah, that's good. So that the owners can see the angles. Good. So with how we're positioned here, Corey has his left hand behind Mimi's left hip. Bring in your left leg a little bit closer, Corey. There you go. Good. So this helps us pin the dog. So in case Mimi wants to turn around to react, we have complete control of the body. Okay. So what you can do here is pull Portia a little bit closer. Right there. And then what you're going to do is just touch Mimi's hindquarters, Alex.
Mimi?
Yeah. Good. There we go. Wait a sec. Tap. 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 Corey, tap.
I was tapping.
Huh?
I was tapping.
1 sec. That's the vibration.
Yeah, yesterday when I did her training, it was very dramatic with the feel.
There it is. Okay.
She went pretty high. Right?
Yeah, it's poor contact. I have to go to 57 right now. I did the down, we're at 22. So here, why do you think I had you touch Mimi?
She was focused, or to basically redirect her focus on something instead of me.
Well, it wasn't for Portia.
Oh, so me?
Yes, because Portia wasn't sniffing. So if Mimi's really focused on this dog is behind me, and you go to touch her, she thinks it's the dog. Because she doesn't have a problem. Like here, she doesn't have any, we haven't had any issues with her and people. It's been her and dogs, right? So now if it was, she had issues with both humans and dogs, that's different. But because I know her issue at the facility is merely with the dogs or solely with the dogs, when you bring in when you bring in Portia very close, she's focused on Portia. So when you go to touch her, she's thinking it's Portia. Does that make sense? So like we did this with another dog, I think it was me and Brenda, we did the exact same thing, and then the dogs weren't sniffing, so I had her bring in the dog real close and I said touch. And then she touched the dog and you saw the dog go like this, right? Because we're trying to get them to feel uncomfortable about being approached. And if this approaching dog won't go to sniff, we can kind of force it by touching, okay? So then, coincidentally, you go to touch, Portia goes to sniff, okay? So it wasn't supposed to work out that way. I was like, nice, I'll just roll with it, okay? But that's what we were doing is we were just kind of, hey, simulating the touch coming from Portia because I know that's where she's going to have trouble. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So actually go ahead and pivot away and then reset. Mimi too. So right there when Mimi had the reactivity, the way we're positioned allows us to prevent something from happening. Unfortunately, we just have poor contact on the collar. We had poor contact on the collar. That we couldn't get an immediate correction on Mimi there. All right. Okay. So focus on Mimi, Corey. Yep. Pull, pull, pull. Pull, 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 pull. Hold right there. Good. And then go to, with your right hand, touch Mimi's hindquarters. Yep, good. Wait, good. Yep. Keep going. Good. Yep, bring her back. Good. Go ahead and reset. One more. So right there with the touch, you saw how Mimi was getting uncomfortable, trying to pull her hindquarters away. Good. Sniff. Right hand. Tap, tap. Hold right there. Tap, tap. Good. Wait. Wait. Yep. Good. Wait. Touch. Good. Good. It's okay. Good. Go ahead and pull away. Good. So, why didn't we correct on that last bit, do you think? Because I didn't say tap.
She didn't, she wasn't like trying to bite.
What else? That's correct. What else?
She was kind of working through it, so like she just de-escalated.
Yeah, she was just frustrated. So, that's why I tell my clients, the dog is welcome to feel uncomfortable. They just cannot, it's just how do they express that discomfort? That's the problem, right? So, just like with you, right? I'm sure there's times where you're uncomfortable or you don't like something, but you don't go about like screaming or punching stuff, you know? You're welcome to not like something, but there's certain ways of handling that discomfort that are unhealthy, right? So same thing for the dog. When dogs are outside, if they don't like another dog because they perceive threat because of how they see the world, I go, that's perfectly fine. It's just not healthy or not acceptable in the human world that the dog be reactive. Does that make sense? So here, we're pressing her comfort zone with the socialization and where the dog is in proximity to her. So she's welcome to feel uncomfortable. She's just not welcome to try to bite the dog. Does that make sense? So that, right, that's the Job of the Hut sounds or whatever, is perfectly fine. Eventually she learns like, okay, if I act out fully, there's a correction. What? That's weird. Why are they all just? I see. Oh yeah, that's right, because we started them at 7. They're eventually that stuff should go away if it were to be continued and repeated, because the dog goes, okay, if I act out, there's a correction. I can voice my frustration, but the dog doesn't leave, the exercise doesn't stop, I don't get my way, nothing bad happens, everything's okay, and then they may let it go. Okay, we'll try now with Portia. Yep. Good. She's gonna go sniff. Yep. Okay. So bring her in a little bit closer, Corey, for Mimi. Pull, pull, pull. That's good. Wait right there. So there's avoidance. Mimi's turning away. Go ahead and touch Portia's hindquarter, Corey. Go ahead and pet her on top of her tail. Yep. So no tension from Portia. Good. But Mimi's turned away, which is avoidance behavior. So she's not really interested in socializing. Portia's a little nervous because she's moving her hindquarters away. Go ahead and relax, Corey. Go ahead and pivot away. Try again. Yep, bring her in, bring her in. Closer, closer, right there. That's okay. And then just touch Portia's hindquarters. Yeah. No interest from Mimi. Good. All right, go ahead and pivot away. Excellent. Want to relax?